ego, whatever we want to call it, the you that's standing in your way of your own progress, that voice is normally quite loud. And it takes a big person to tell yourself to shut up, sort of thing. And like, listen, we need to sort this out together. So how have you started to accomplish that? What were the steps that you took?
So earlier when I talked of presence, I talked about the importance of meditation, contemplation, and prayer, and it is through those things.
Okay.
It's as Eckhart Tolle puts it, the ego will talk to you all day, every day, and take over your life.
Yeah.
And like I like to say to youngers, I'm like, are you controlling your mind, or is your mind controlling you?
Yeah.
And it is about that, right?
Yeah.
But it takes hard work.
No, it's hard.
And it's like going to the gym.
Yeah.
The moment you stop,
Yeah.
back in,
Yeah.
start finding a way to creep back in.
Yeah.
And it's about it's about that constant working on it, you know.
It's not easy. You know what I always try to do? I don't always achieve it, to be honest. But sometimes because obviously we kind of know, everybody knows their faults, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Most people know some of their faults,
yeah.
even if they don't want to admit it. But sometimes I kind of challenge myself as to the motivations of why I'm doing something. So sometimes I innately want to kick off with somebody. That's fine, but are my motivations pure? Do I need to? That sort of thing. Or is it my ego telling me to do this because I think I'm this and I'm that? And sometimes when I challenge myself, I can correct my behavior. Not always.
Right.
And sometimes even when I do know, that's not the way, the ego just says, I just do it anyway. And then you just do it.
Of course.
But go on.
It's a journey, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's so important to also have grace. It's so easy. It's just actually another trick of the ego is to beat yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to give yourself grace. It's like the tune. One step forward, two step backward.
No, you're right.
In a Babylon, right?
Yeah.
Like this, we are programmed by the society we live in, by Babylon,
Yeah.
to be that,
Yeah.
to be that ego, to be all of those things. So if you're programmed that way, you're battling that already. So when you make mistakes, when you don't get it right, on that journey where you make progress and then you do take a step back, don't beat yourself up for it.
Yeah.
Give yourself grace.
Yeah. I mean, I think humility is key. And sometimes I think people misjudge what humility means. It doesn't mean that you know, like you say, you don't give yourself grace. It doesn't that you bow to all others and that. But there's a certain level of humility where you can understand that, you know, you didn't quite do as well as you could have done. And that's okay.